Somehow I missed it. I guess just for fun, we can have Fran cast Bubble. Because why not? Is it green magic? It is green magic. Okay, well, whatever. Bubble! Ha ha ha. And we break 50 hours of gameplay, goddammit. Mosphoran Highwaste. Do 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 do. There it is. Okay. Do 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 do. Southern skirts. Yeah, we want to go up to Summit Path. That's where the rare game is. It pretty much has a chance to spawn around the Worgen enemies. In the next area, of course. These enemies go down much quicker now. Compared to when we were here much earlier. Because you're not actually meant to be here until now. Just a regular Worgen. I think it typically spawns around here. We can probably handle the fire elemental now. One would think. Fire elemental. Bio. Don't silence me. Don't use a pizza. You old bastard. Got him. Firestone. Denied. Fire elemental. Fire elemental, being an elemental of flame, born in the midst of a blazing inferno, appearing most often in mountainous regions where life abounds, the strength of flame gives power to much life, and can occasionally be a path to new knowledge. For this reason do the alchemists worship fire as the muse of creation. I heard from a friend about how you make the weapon known as the ivory pole. Kit, as I'm sure you know, but I bet you didn't know that blood-darkened bone is used to make it. Apparently you take a bone and polish it for a full fortnight with a demon feather. From the look of the finished product, you'd never imagine what went into it, would you now? Maxim the Bandit. Hiya and such. So let's just keep rezoning until it pops up. I used to make fun of the execs here, but I should be grateful for them because they recently gifted me a brand new set of Firestone tires. Ooh, denied. Gotta hate it when that happens. Do 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 do. Baba. Oregon. Da na 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 na. That's just a war gun, you son of a bitch. We're looking for the rare game. That's just another war gun. Maybe it's good to get a chain going, I'm not sure. There it is! Wary Wolf. Nice. Wary. It has protect and shell on like a pool expert. You're gonna be defeated, sir. Bosch level 39. I stabbed him in the leg. Defeated. Power armlet. Power armlet. A cheese Danish. The only thing good from there. Power armlet. Immune to stop. Okay. It's not weird or anything. The next rare game, Wary Wolf. Wolf, 5 stars. Meh. Wolf with strong lungs and heart, adapted to life at high elevations. This strain, as yet unrecorded in the camp annals, is hunted in the Mosphoran Highwaste. Oh yeah. I imagine they still have it. I don't know where it would go. Okay. Do-do-do-do-do. Alright, now let's actually head further in this area for once. Empyrean Way. Dun 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 dun. Bow, bow, bow. We have more music coming up, and you can look online to see everyone making fun of Billy on the internet. Oh my god! Empyrean Way. The heck? Sea Cateran, level 35. Defeated, sir. I can't move. I can't move, sir. Asuna. Just great. Six-fluted pole. This is stupid. Very stupid. Do-do-do-do-do. Seek. Another humanoid. Humanoid seek. Humanoids of great girth. Considered somewhat duller and cruder than humes. Though they appear ponderous, they move with surprising alacrity, making excellent warriors, whether on the attack or defensive. However, their barbarous natures and lack of courage find them engaged more often as bandits or worse. Very fond of gemstones, gold, and other shiny objects with which they richly adorn their bulky forms. The riddle of myth. Most myth and legend, through the influence and designs of culture and religion, becomes warped considerably from its original form. However, should we look more closely into its myriad folds, therein might we find the thread of truth. Come, friend, and I shall guide you through one such myth, a story of Ivalice and her creation. Though stories of the great making are as many as the stars in the heavens above, few are what they begin with a tale of vengeance. Look closely, mayhap it shall be you who finds the thread within. Sakaba, Theologian. Honest the Holy, Part 1. And so it was the Fabar and the Danan, being tribes of gods both, warred for many thousands of years until the prophet Matoya foresaw the Zabam, god king of the Danan, would die by a trusted blade and war would end. Fearing death, God King Zabam took his most trusted general, Anis, god of swords, and thrust him into his retinue, into the ever-darkened depths of a great labyrinth, there to bide for eternity. Yet Anis begged aid of Heth, god of death, who was lord of the labyrinth, and so did he make his escape from that jail. I can't believe what the Biscuit Sports Network was saying about our Cheese Desert sports teams. Oh my god. Honest the Holy, Part 2. So did Anis offer his own life to Heth, god of death. In exchange for his release, and together with his followers on Twitch, did he swear vengeance. Several millennia had passed when an army appeared before the Fabar. It was the followers of Anis and Anis himself. His life made one with that, and together with his army he won battle after battle against the forces of the Danan, until word of his triumphs reached the ear of Wiaka, Fabar, god of makings, and upon one day Anis revealed to Wiaka his true story. Honest the Holy, Part 3. Wiaka saw strength in their vengeance, and thereupon swore an oath that Anis's army should join in the final battle against the Danan. So did the long war between the Fabar and the Danan enter its final chapter. Then did Anis call upon the magics of Heth to give his army strength for the battle to come. Some were given new forms, those of elemental lords of fire and water. Others were given the powers of venom or crushing force, and glorious were all the victories of those so transformed. War raged on for 1,000 days and nights, when at last Anis was triumphant over the Danan. Then did he reveal himself to God King Zabam, and so took him captive. Honest the Holy, Part 4. Wiaka, god of makings, and the Fabar ordered that God King Zabam's head be taken. Yet Anis wished that Zabam pay for his treachery, and so did he cast a magic of eternal life upon his once lord, who was now his enemy, and so fashioned his body into a great land. Then did Anis and his retinue ascend to heaven, once to look down upon the land they had created. Now Anis the Shining named the cursed land Ivalice, and made men to walk upon her. In time, man began to eat away at her soil. digging deep within her folds, threatening to destroy the very body of Zabam the Eternal, even while the memory of his sin remained. So did Honest and his retinue divide themselves into two, Perseus of the day and Metsalis of the night, and swore to guard this land for eternity. Well, that's a fun time in the Mushroom Kingdom, isn't it? Indeed it is. Antidote. Ha. Ha. I said ha. In case you didn't hear me, you son of a bitch. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na. There we go. Much better. Oh. We can't go over there, Johnny. Johnny Cage wins. Flawless victory. Fatality. Rays of ashen light. Could go right over there. If we wanted to. Ooh. Slave and Wilder. You little hypocrite. Defeated. The hell is that? Clay Golem. Well, what do you know? Avenger? With a beep? Can't do that on television. It's a sword. Actually, it's a dagger. That does berserk. It does berserk. It does berserk. Do 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 do. It does berserk. Avenger. Let's see what it looks like, shall we? Interesting. I'm gonna keep that on though. Just because. Clay Golems, the San Francisco trees, they're weak against wind. Hiya! Freaking perverts and preverts. They drop iron poles, didn't you know? In case you weren't aware of that. Clay Golems. Do-do-do-do-do. Clay Golem. The San Francisco Tree Construct Golem. Mwahaha. Being a magical construct of brick and mortar, the furnace in its chest, which powers its locomotion, is fed by its own clay, meaning that it must periodically restore itself in much the same way as we require sustenance to live. Though its inexpensive materials and ordinary workmanship make for an inelegant weapon of war. Its aptitude for repair makes it the ideal automaton for a range of other tasks, both in the laboratory and in the field. It is a sign of the low cost of fabrication that once the creation receives orders, they cannot be revoked. Hence the sight of golems from a defeated and forgotten army roaming the land in search of an enemy long since dead and gone. Well. Mosphoran Highwaste. Mighty mountain range standing between Dalmasca and Nabradia, well known for its odd rock formations, overhangs forming roofs over the mountain paths, and lone spires of rock jutting towards the sky. In a cove between the peaks is a flat area where spring water bubbles from the ground, creating an ideal resting place for weary travelers. The shrines standing in the clearing were built during the Galtian Alliance, the names of the gods they enshrine long since lost to the ken of man. Hasty Stephen style. There's a chocobo. The chocobo looks a mite peckish. Feed it some Gisal greens and it may let you ride it. Nah, it's okay. We only have one. We really don't need it. High potion. Well. We can go this way. Mother beeper. Babbling Vale. So this is like a hunter's camp type deal. Learned man. I've come from the capital to study the shrines here. They seem to be manufactured springs, in fact, drawing water up from an aquifer. Pity they seem to have dried up some time ago. The odd thing is, when I examined the shrines, the mechanism seemed functional. Perhaps the flow of water underground changed. Perhaps it might change again. You never know, man. You never know. Shrine of the Northeast Wind. A strange scent permeates the air. You don't say. Shrine of the East Wind. I think they have to do with something at some point or another. You can go back that way if you want. Shrine of the Southeast Wind. I don't think you can do anything with it yet, though. Caravaner. I've seen some wild chocobos on this mountain up to the northeast. I hear if you feed them good, they'll even let you ride them. A wild chocobo for a mount could make a hard trip easy. Of course, you still have boulders to contend with. What to do with those? I don't know, man. Shrine of the Southwind. It's pretty exciting, if you ask me. Knot of Rust. And you can walk up this. It's kind of interesting. There's another teleport crystal. Crossing the mountain, boy. Take care. A great Slaven Wilder, an Automos, has been seen raging up ahead, just before the Silica Wood. He's rage quitting, didn't you know? It's a real nuisance. We've been ordered to fill from Burrow and Nalbina, and we can't get there. In Adair's caravan, our motto is, what you want, when you want it. Doesn't do to keep a customer waiting. Hey there. You're a spirited one to walk these mountain roads, boy. Misplaced your airship, perhaps. Ha ha ha. About the only ones traveling on foot these days are those without 2 coins to rub together, dyed-in-the-wool travelers or else. But I don't mean to pry and won't. Going to Arcadia, you'll want to cross the mountains to the north and go east through the forest. Yeah, I don't think so. One of these old shrines up here still gets water. I wonder why none of the others do. No? Don't ask me, hee hee hee. And we unlock another teleport. Mosphoran Highwaste and such. Da-da-da. How you doing? Vacanza! Keep it down, man. I'm busy here. Can't you see? If you've no business with me, I'll speak with you later. Or did you come about the bray? That's right. Truly. Sorry I tried to brush you off there. Now listen up. I'm a traveling merchant, see? Me and my partner were on our way out to the hunter's camp on the Fawn Coast with some wares. That's an important place. Thing is, we took a wrong turn in the Silica Wood. A bad turn. That's when we ran into that nightmare. Talk about wild horses. I escaped by the bristles on my chin, but when I came back, my partner and our wares were gone. I thought I'd wait here for my partner, but so far I ain't seen hide nor hair of him. I'm worried, but not enough to go looking myself. That's why I posted that bill, and why I want you to go get that bray for me. Okay. The hunt begins. Fun. The bray came upon us in the northwest of the Silica Wood, pretty close to the Necrohall of Nabudis, come to think, which I think is an optional dungeon. Yeah, I know the complete opposite direction from the Fawn Coast, where we were supposed to be headed. Greetings there, Sonny. Anything you need, you let me know. Of course, you gotta pay. Shut up, dude. You can buy a bastard sword. We don't have that yet. Or as I like to call it, the Bastage sword. Or the Passage sword. Goku pole. Finally some new equipment. Giant stone bow. Chaos mace. Metal jerkin. Metal jerkin. Get one of those. Black garb. Diamond armor. I'll get like 3 of those. You can finally buy Dragon Shield. We can buy Vanishka and Iraga. Vanishka, 24 MP. Renders all allies in range invisible. And Iraga, 38 MP. Deals heavy wind damage to all foes in range. Nice. Well, now, you're going to the capital. It's a long way. Best get what you need now or you'll regret it later. Says Lucio. Lucio the pool expert. So, Iraga. Can anybody use Iraga? Ash. That's it. Nobody else. What about Vanishka? Fran. That's it. You little mother beaver. Metal Jerkin's not as good. But you can have it. Metal Jerkin. Defense up by 4. HP up by 40. Because he's a man. He's 40. Didn't you know? He really is 40. Telling ya. Black garb, not as good, unfortunately. Diamond armor. We finally have better heavy armor. It's about time. Defense up by 5. Strength up by 1, and vitality up by 5. Definitely want to put that on. Woohoo! Oh yeah. Bum bum ba bum ba bum ba bum. That just goes back up there. It's a Moogle. Scout. Guess what? I saw a giant bomb deep in the Silica Wood, Kupo. That's not far from the Nabreus Deadlands. It probably came from there. If you're headed towards Arcadia, don't get bogged down in Nabudis, Kupo. Dangerous place, that. Okay. I guess. Concerned woman. Oh, are you headed for the capital too? According to our map, we should go northwest from here, but my husband, he cavils and stalls. He says he's concerned about the road ahead being blocked. Why don't we just go and see for ourselves? Oh? Don't ask me, he. Which way, you say? Determined traveler. My wife and I decided to throw it all away and head to the capital, but we hear that the road is blocked up ahead. Where is she anyway? Last I saw her, she was headed off towards the shrine, saying she was thirsty. Oh boy. Hello there, I'm a scout, a guide to this Mosphoran Highwaste. If there's anything you'd like to know, just ask. What are scouts? Like I said, we scouts are guides to the mountain. We know more about the Mosphoran Highwaste than anyone, and we're proud of it. Okay. How do you get to Arcadia? Huh? If you want to go to Arcadia, just head north across the Mosphoran Highwaste and east to the forest beyond. Only problem is there's been trouble in the forest lately. Some guy named Jack is in there screwing around. Some travelers have been turned back, but that's the only way through. That's a shame. A damn shame. Public shaming. Okay.